Today we're reading a story about how you can have fun with the water and have a fight. So if you think of like a water balloon fight, it's not really a fight, it's something that's supposed to be fun. So in order to access this story, we need the code JMGOA. You're going to take that code and go to nearpod.com or the Nearpod app, whichever you prefer, and enter a code JMGOA. Now, just like always, we start by putting in our name. Okay, so we're going to look at the pictures. So a water fight, while it's still some kind of a fight, it's fun. So we have a pool nearby, we have a pool noodle, a hose, a sponge, and this girl has a water balloon. Let's look at all the pictures so we have an idea of what's happening. We can make our predictions. So it looks like this boy has a splashing toy. Okay, like something that you would use in a bath. And now he got hit by a very wet sponge. You can see the water exploding everywhere. All right, now this boy has a water gun or a squirt gun. And then he gets soaked by this boy who used a pool noodle to splash him. Oh my goodness. So now that boy got hit by a water balloon, and here it is popping. And then the boy that threw the water balloon got hit by a bucket of water. Oh my goodness. It does seem like fun. And the girl that poured the bucket of water got sprayed with the hose. Now everyone really kind of seems like they're having fun while they're doing it, even though it's a fight. So one of the words that we're going to see over and over again, when you get really, really wet, you get soaked. I'm soaking wet. Okay? I'm going to write it on this page just so you know what you're looking for. So this is the word soaked. Can you say the word soaked? This story is going to have a lot of soaking because of all the different ways that the characters get wet. Soaked. So the name of our story is Water Fight. Let's circle the title, Water Fight. Every single thing we saw in the pictures has to do with water. Soaked. Okay, so when you're done circling Water Fight, hit submit and we'll go to the next page. Jasmine got soaked with a bath toy. What did she get soaked with? Let's look back. Jasmine got soaked with a bath toy. What did she get soaked with? A bath toy. Pancho got soaked with a sponge. Who got soaked with a sponge? Let's look back. Pancho got soaked with a sponge. Let's circle his name, Pancho. So we circled a bath toy and Pancho. Now we're hitting submit. Okay. Emma got soaked with a squirt gun. What happened to her? She got what? Let's look. Emma got soaked with a squirt gun. What happened to her? She got soaked. Let's circle got soaked. Okay. Louis got soaked with a noodle. How did he get soaked? Let's read. Louis got soaked with a noodle. How? With a noodle. Have you ever filled it with water and blown it out so that it explodes water on someone? When I was a kid, I used to hook it to the pool filter. All right, we circled got soaked and with a noodle. Jacob got soaked with a water balloon. What did he get soaked with? Let's look back. Jacob got soaked with a water balloon. Let's circle water balloon. Okay. William got soaked with a bucket. Who got soaked with a bucket? Let's look back. William got soaked with a bucket. Who? William. Let's circle William. And then hit submit. Nora got soaked with a hose. What did Nora get soaked with? Let's look back. Nora got soaked with a hose. What was she soaked with? A hose. Okay. Madison got soaked by everyone. Who got soaked by everyone? Madison. On this page, we circled a hose and Madison. Now we hit submit. There are many ways to soak someone in a water fight, so we have to think of all the different ways. I think I'll type these, but you could also write them in. Okay, so we had a squirt gun. That's like a water gun. We had a noodle. We had a bucket. So those are 3 of the ways. All right, let's talk about more ways. What is she throwing at him here? It's something that you use when you're cleaning the dishes. It's in the kitchen. It's a sponge. Sponge. Okay. Madison used something that you use to water the grass. What did she use? It's long and it's usually green. She used the hose. Okay. And then now let's look at the shape of every single one of these. They're all shaped like a water balloon. That's another way to soak someone. Uh-oh. All right. I'm going to leave it on here for a second, but if you want to pause the video so you can write them down, that's fine. Let's aim for at least 3 of them filled out. Okay, so a squirt gun, a noodle, a bucket, a sponge, a hose, a water balloon. Okay, so we also had a bath toy was another option. Okay. The main idea of the story is there are many ways to soak someone in the fight, and all these are the details of other ways that they can be soaked. So when you're done having at least 3, so our shortest ones, just to keep in mind, that our shortest ones would be sponge, hose, and noodle. Make sure you have 3 and then hit submit. If you need more time, you can always hit pause. All right, the word that we're practicing is like in water balloon, the sound of a B. Okay, so we're going to go through and circle all the pictures that start with the letter B. Here we have a bird. What letter does bird start with? Bird. It starts with a B, so I'm going to circle it. Okay, what's this a picture of? A cat. What does cat start with? C, not B. Do you know what this is a picture of? A lot of times the Easter Bunny might leave one for someone at Easter time, for someone that celebrates Easter. A basket. What does basket start with? Basket. It starts with a B. So I circled it. Do you know what this is here? A kite. What does kite start with? It sounds like it could be a C, but it's actually a K. Kite starts with K, not B. All right. Here's a picture of a leaf. Leaf. What does leaf start with? An L. Do you hear L in a leaf? Not that one. Okay, next we have a barn. Barn. What does barn start with? It starts with B. Next we have a book. Book. What does book start with? The letter B. And finally, perfect to go with summer, we have a boat. Boat starts with a B. Do you hear B in the beginning of boat? B. So we have to write B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So we're going to write a big or uppercase B and a lowercase b. If you want to type it, that's okay too. We need a big B for basket and a little b for basket, capital and lowercase. We need a big B for barn and a little b for barn. Now we have book. We need a capital B and a lowercase b for book. And our last one, we need a big B, a capital B for boat, and a little b for boat. When you're all done writing your B's, hit submit, and you're all done with today's ELA lesson.